What's going on? I'm Dr. Jason Cardinali and this is Dr. C TV. Have you ever heard the phrase, start with the end in mind? For those of you who haven't, this phrase is basically saying, think about where you want to be and then figure out how to get there. This applies to career goals, personal goals, health goals, or just about any other goal that you can think of. There's a well-established tool that you can use to not only plan, but even achieve these goals. SMART goals, and specifically SMART health goals, is the topic for today on Dr. C TV. Have you ever felt like you're working hard, but weren't making any progress towards your goals? You're not alone. Most people feel that way around this time of year. They set goals, they take a few action steps, but they never seem to accomplish very much. Often, the problem isn't a lack of motivation. It's that they haven't set SMART goals. SMART health goals make it easier for you to clarify your thoughts, focus your efforts, and use your time to your advantage. Also, it increases your chances of not only achieving your goal, but exceeding expectations. Living a healthy life is more than just being free of pain. Setting health goals, stretching your comfort zone, and celebrating the small wins are important parts of a fulfilling life. As you think about your goals for a healthy 2021, plan SMART goals. SMART is simply an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. Make sure that your goals are specific for effective planning. Define how you're making progress, meaning when will you deem yourself successful? Make your goals reasonable to accomplish, and set a date or time of completion. Let's look at an example. We'll look at weight loss. So if I wanted to lose weight and I set the goal of just saying, hey, I want to lose weight, that's not specific, or at least not specific enough. If I said I want to lose 20 pounds, now that's a different story. And that covers actually the first two parts of the SMART acronym. It covers the specific part of the SMART goal. It also covers the measurable part because pounds are measurable. So that's pretty helpful as far as planning what comes next. Now the next part of the acronym is A for attainable. The way you decide if something is attainable, because this is kind of subjective, is do you have the resources to get this done? So let's go back to our weight loss example. If it was me and I'm talking my way through this SMART goal, I'm saying, okay, I want to lose 20 pounds and I have a friend who was a personal trainer, so that'd be a great resource for me. And I have a gym membership and maybe some fitness equipment in my basement, so I can use those to help me towards my goals. And I have some great books on healthy eating that I think could help me with this goal. So now that I've laid all of that out, you can see that I do have the resources to attain this goal. So I would say, given what I just laid out, yes, that is attainable. The next one is, the next acronym, or the next part of the acronym is it realistic? So it really depends. Now, going back to our example again, the goal was 20 pounds. Let's change that a little bit. Let's make the goal 50 pounds. Is 50 pounds realistic? It depends on who you are. And it depends on what your current scenario is. And so again, there's a little subjectivity in this, because if somebody weighs 350 pounds, is 50 pounds reasonable? Of course it is. If someone weighs 100 pounds, is 50 pounds reasonable? No, it's not. And it's not always black and white, and there's definitely a gray area in there as well. But that part can be a little subjective. The last part of the acronym is T for time-based. You don't want to leave your goals open-ended. You want to set a time so that you make sure that you are using your time efficiently. And I think that helps a lot during the time process. But what's interesting is I don't like to save the time part for last. It just so happens the T is at the end of SMART. I like to put it third. I like to put it after specificity, after measurability, and then time, because I like to use all three of those factors when I'm trying to decide if my goal is attainable and reasonable. So let's put a time frame on our weight loss goal. Let's say I decide I want to lose 20 pounds in 4 months. That sounds pretty reasonable, right? So that's 5 pounds a month. And that starts to get my mind going as far as my plan as to how I'm going to do this. You could even break it down into weeks. So it would be approximately 1.25 pounds per week. So now I'm starting to think, okay, how can I obtain 1.25 pounds of weight loss per week? Okay, I'm going to have to exercise. I'm going to have to eat well. I'll have to probably stretch a little bit so I make sure I don't injure myself during my exercise. And now this plan is starting to come to life. So you can see how planning everything out and setting SMART goals can really help you as you're planning out how you're going to achieve this goal. There is no better time than right now for you to begin setting goals to improve your health this year. Living a healthy life is a journey, so be sure to celebrate each step of your progress, no matter how seemingly small it is. To go back to our previous example of the weight loss goal, I talked about going in 5-pound increments per month, and it would be a 4-month goal. Right? You can celebrate every 5 pounds. Just because you haven't made it to your 20 pounds yet doesn't mean you can't celebrate it. Heck, if someone might even celebrate every week, if they've lost 1.25 pounds each week, they may celebrate. That's awesome. It keeps you motivated. So I think that's important. If you have a health challenge or an ache or a pain that is holding you back from reaching your goals, call your chiropractor and get it resolved. Well, that does it for another episode of Dr. C TV. I'm Dr. Jason Cardinali, and I will see you all next time.